should have made sure to cut that end part. I don't want to give this guy credit for me stealing his content. Hey, welcome to GMSONIC. It's me, Corval, with you today with a special guest. Dracula's out of the building, so you know what that makes this a Corval cast. We're doing things my way today, buddy. So I want to give a big shout out. Congratulations, Chuds. Trump has won. So it's going to be only up forever from here on out to the end of time. I'm really excited to examine what that means. We're going to look at some meltdowns on the chart, or meltdowns on the timeline, and some melt ups on the chart. And I'm just going to say also, fuck Elon Musk, dude. He banned me the night of. How rude was that? You know, I didn't get to participate in the furor that was going on online. But anyway, stick around, folks. We're going to be covering some good stuff here, and let's get into the show. Hello, Andy. Andy from Haha. That's my special guest today. How are you today?
I'm doing lovely. Thank you so much for having me here.
No, thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me. How'd you like that intro video? I didn't actually watch it all the way. I wish it was about 30 seconds shorter.
It was wow. Yeah, I know you took out the interesting part, but yeah.
Yeah, it was quite crazy, quite energetic. I like the energy though. I like it was high energy. It really got me woke up, you know. I'm woke now. But yeah, man. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit today. You know, we brought you on. Now, I've been seeing you guys on the timeline a little bit, you know. Haha is the name. I saw you guys on DGen Express, actually. I've seen you guys all over, really. Haha, what's the deal with Haha, dude? Oh, I got it small here. Let me do this one here. Let me get a little bigger.
Well, Haha essentially is just, it's something that was happiness, you know. The first time we thought about it and we said, here finally is a meme that's been underappreciated. Because Haha is not just, it's not just an expression of happiness. It's something that when somebody says Haha, we've been saying Haha all the time, you know. And even if you go back to Thailand, you've got the number 5, Ha. So when you say ha 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 in Thailand, you type 555. So
oh, really?
It was quite, I mean, if we use 555, yeah, it's amazing trivia. But yeah.
Okay. So the price. Oh, go ahead. I didn't want to cut you off.
We'd like it to be $5.
I was just gonna say $5, $5.55, right?
Yeah, $5.55.
That's awesome. So I like it. It's got this very positive energy to it. So you know, you guys were on DGen Express, you know, kind of capitalizing on the movement here, right? There's a lot of energy, a lot of attention on DGen Express. But when you guys reached out to me, you were telling me about, you know, something called meme coin farming. You're going to be farming meme coins with Haha?
Yeah, actually, I believe we're the
Not
first
just the meme
people.
coin?
We're the first people to have it. And I think a lot of credit actually would go to Hero. Lots of guys would probably know Hero from back when, you know, it was 2020, 2021, and FTM was up. And, you know, there was this pump kittens. That the first thing I remember was I saw this thing called pump kittens, and that's what actually brought me to FTM in the first place. And there was pump kittens out there, and it started moving up. There was a lot of stuff happening, and then, you know, we had our set of troubles. And Hero is the guy who did a lot of talking back then, and I got to him, and we've been talking to his team, and we've built something different. Because when you look at a meme coin, every meme coin just pumps and dumps. There's no real reason to hold on to it, and I think that's where a lot of value is lost in meme tokens. Because
I see.
Even before the founder gets to understand what he really wants, that it's dumped.
Ah, okay. So you're saying before the vision can even be realized, a lot of times with these meme coins, the price nukes and the project's dead. So the plan here is to add some longevity, some runway, and some vision to a token right from the launch. So this is almost kind of like, you know, it's like a pure classic token launch, not just strictly a meme coin. Cool. So you're getting this longevity. You're trying to get this longevity with meme farming. What is meme farming? So I stake my Haha, buy some Haha, I stake it, and then what happens?
Meme farming is it's a way in which you stay connected to the community, you stay engaged, and you just get a little back. It's all the time. It's like you've got your tokens and you've got some more tokens, but we've got something simple. You just go on to Spooky and you add your liquidity there, and once you add liquidity, you come back and you just stick it with the farm, and you make. So what happens is we know that those tokens are locked, and because you know that, then you're vested. As in you're vested in the idea. So I know that you're not going to move away. Now, if you look at the token, the reason why our token, I like our token more than a lot of others is because, yes, it's my token. But
Classic.
Otherwise, it's staying there. It's steady, and I think after the farming, it's we'll see some more traction.
Yeah, I mean, looking at you guys on DGen Express, you're pretty, volatile as a meme token is, but you guys kind of find a little bit of stability here. Someone's saying an accumulation phase. So yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys do with it. Very cool stuff. Anything you want people to know about it right now? Like they can participate in staking and farming right now, or?
Right now our APR is very good, and we're actually we're expanding this further. So it's not just haha. Now, if you look at about Eco, right? Eco is this. It's this very nice project, and everybody knows Eco with the block ecologist, right?
Yeah, we had him on the show.
He's of course you did. So he's got this. His idea is lovely. As in, he's got this farm. He's got everything set up, and what we're doing is we're helping him develop his community as well. So we've got farming for Eco on haha. So what you have to do is the user goes to Spooky. He has a LP to Eco FTM pool there, and this time he comes to the Eco farm page on haha and stakes here. So as usual, he adjusts the rewards, and now Eco gets more liquidity, hopefully, more buys, and helps the project, helps the community, and we all at FTM are much happier,
Yeah, I love it, dude. It's kind of giving back to the system. Oh, whoa, didn't mean to put that up. Hey, it's giving back to the system. So you guys are kind of integrating with other meme coins in the system and kind of getting this loop going, right? I like it, dude. Yeah. I like it.
See, because FTM is a community-driven platform. FTM was built for a community. It's built around community. And, this is our way of giving back to the FTM community. It's there. The farm, anybody with a meme coin, anybody with a meme token can come to us, and, we help him get started on farming.
Right on. Cool. So I like that, dude. I hope you guys get some success here. You got any other teams you're partnering with besides Eco at this point?
We've just started, as in, we're a relatively new project. And the best part is there's no fee. We don't take no fee, no nothing. So it's absolutely free. It's out there. So you've got a token out there. You come to us. You've got people like Familio. You've got Genie, and these guys can come up, and we're talking to them. So hopefully we'll have a lot of traction very soon.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys do. I'm sure you guys will. Let's see. I mean, you got a meme coin, you got a token, you're in the Fantom community. Reach out to Andy here at haha on X and see if you can work something out. I think it'd be quite positive. Now, speaking of positive, I want to talk a little bit about something particular to my interests, if that's cool with you, Andy. I think it's particular to kind of everyone's interest at the moment. I mean, it was the biggest moment on, the internet in a while. Okay. It meant a lot for us. Let me try. I got a new format I want to try for this, for sharing stuff. Let's see if it looks cool. Okay. Let's do it this way. Like that. Yeah, I got, okay. So night of the election, Andy, do you care too much about the U.S. presidential election? I don't know where you're based out of, but I hear it matters to a lot of people.
It does. It does. Wherever I want to travel in the world, I got to change it to the dollar. So I'm very worried about it.
If only I was capitalizing off that volume. Now, the night of the election, I personally was suspended because I was speaking too truthfully, and Elon Musk didn't like that. I was saying that Kamala was a smoke show and she could totally get it. She deserves the presidency for that very reason alone. Now, I understand the arguments for Trump as well, but let's go through here and let's see what was happening on election night and post-election night off of some select posts here. Now, this was my idea. This was my feeling on the matter. This is why I was so butthurt about being suspended. Everyone was saying they're planning to avoid the internet because they didn't want to have their brains melt out their ears, seeing all the baffling, stupidly takes that people were making. But I want to see those. That's what I need. An interesting one I liked was Kamala ain't talking about none. And I think this really summarized it. I think this might have clinched the election for her. This is kind of how a lot of people were feeling. I don't know if you Whoa Wiki is, but she's really a cultural leader here in the United States. And if you remember the poly market trends saying that there was a widespread, an interesting moment here was, if you did buy Kamala, you're poor now, right? It seemed like a good value, but at the time, I think I talked to people about it. It'd be a good idea to buy a little Kamala just on the case she wins, because she was hovering around like 40% chance. But it looks like Polymarket's prediction market was a lot more accurate than a lot of pollsters. Did you see that, Andy?
Yep. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, apparently the reason why is the guy who made those huge bets on the Trump side. I don't know if you know the story. The Trump side was heavily weighted because of the French guy. Yeah, he won because he did his own polling. He paid for his own polling to be done using a different technique than American pollsters were using. It's called the neighbor polling technique, where you ask someone, what does your neighbor think, right? Who do you think your neighbor is going to vote for? So he asked a bunch of people this, and when he got his results back, it was like it matched almost like 1-to-1 with how the district votes went for the presidency. So he knocked it out of the park, dude. He made like 8 figures off of that, dude. It was crazy.
I believe he put in about 45 and took home 87 million.
Oh my God. Okay. That's still crazy, dude. That's still a crazy amount of money.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this has been kind of the vibe, dude. We've been seeing a lot of negativity. We've been seeing people saying we're going to die and saying that Trump only beats women. I mean, literally true in presidential elections, but I think there's a little implication there.
The guy's good for business. The guy is good for business.
He is great for business.
As in, come on, the guy is a successful businessman. The guy knows how business is run, and he will run the country like a business. So yeah, there are going to be a couple of people who,
they don't like it.
If you're sharp, then I think the States is the place to be for the next couple of years.
I think so. And I think we're already starting to see that in terms of both market participant reaction and the markets themselves, right? Now, if you know this guy from crypto Twitter, Lucas, he's a little bit of a psychopath, a little bit schizophrenic. He calls this the month of the incel, the year of the chud. Bitcoin all times highs, absolute libtard devastation. You think of a single better way to start the holy golden bullet run of all crypto assets. Now, I think this pretty much nails it right on the head, Andy, because let's switch tracks here again just slightly. If we look at, here we go. If we look at the Bitcoin chart here, this thing went ballistic, dude. It went absolutely ballistic. If you were position long right before the election night, you are eating good, dude. Oh, it canceled my connection. I had too many charts open. But if you see here, we're up like to 76,000, dude. We're up like 10% or some shit like on the day. It's crazy. Bitcoin is moving massively. And not just Bitcoin, even coins that, I've poo-pooed on for a good long while here, like Ethereum, recovering massively. I thought Ethereum was dead. Ethereum might be bouncing back, baby. What do you think about this, Andy? So it seems like playing true. Is it just that the certainty of the election, now that the election is over, that people want to get back into markets? Or you think it's specifically Trump?
Well, I think it's not just Trump. I think it's not just the market. First thing, you've got the market uncertainty has gone. As in right now, they were saying, is it going to be Trump or is it going to be Kamala Harris? That was the question. And that's finally been answered, as in now you know which way it's going. And everybody knows that Donald Trump loves crypto. As in, he's come out, he said a lot of things. He said he's going to get rid of the SEC chairman. The first day he's in office, we got to make sure he does that, or we got to hold him to it. But yeah, it's brilliant. And I actually have been watching. I've been in crypto since before Donald Trump got elected for the first time. And this was the time when crypto was like $500 to a Bitcoin. A Bitcoin was $500. And I was selling and people were buying. And they said, hey, why are you buying? And they said, no, hey, Donald Trump's going to be president. And the day he said it goes to $1,000. Fast forward, and today it's $75,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's got to count for something. It's the Trump.
It's the Trump effect, dude. We're gonna get Trumped, dude. No, I mean, I like it. That makes me feel even more bullish, dude. But yeah, I think you're right. There's the certainty of Trump. There's a certainty of the settling of the elections, and then there is a kind of a Trump effect here. He did say he was going to replace the SEC chair. The chair says he's not stepping down if Trump asks him to, because it's not really an appointed position. I don't think Trump necessarily has the power to make him leave. But I think he can make it very politically uncomfortable for him. Considering, and additionally, I believe the Republicans claim the House and the Senate as well, so they control all three branches, or there are two legislative bodies in the executive branch of the American political system. So they got a lot of power right now. And it kind of is just Trump's party at this point. So he can kind of just do whatever he wants. But I'm liking it. I don't even care. I like his my portfolio is up massively. And also I want to point out too, a big component of why the Trump victory is really important for us here on Sonic, specifically on Fantom, is one, Trump is obviously very crypto friendly in that he has launched his own projects. He's launched NFTs. He's launching World Liberty Fi token. Now, whatever you feel about the legitimacy, how good these are won, it doesn't matter. It's the fact that he's got his hands dirty as well, so to say. But a big part of that is when I hear you see World Liberty Finance token or whatever, and it's just like an Aave clone, to me, that's saying DeFi awareness. It's a little signaling for DeFi, which I think one of the things that's been really a drag on DeFi for a good while is the legality in the States, right? Some might say that the reason why the Ethereum ETF isn't really doing such great numbers is because Bitcoin you could just buy and hold. With Ethereum ETF, the real reason to hold Ethereum is you could stake it and get that additional yield on top, which the legality of is a little hazy in the States.
Oh, well, but see, the main difference between a Bitcoin and everything else is Bitcoin is now probably going to become the new. It's more like a reserve currency. If you look at it now, you look at countries will start adding it to their balance sheets now because they say, hey, this makes sense, as in there's Bitcoin here. You've got companies that have added it to their balance sheet and stock prices reflecting it. There was a time when Elon Musk went out and he said, hey, I'm buying myself some Bitcoin. And that happened. So as this goes on, as things change, so Bitcoin moves more into the store of value. But if you go back to, I love Bitcoin. So if you go back to Satoshi Nakamoto's original description, he wanted it to be a way to pay. But, we went on there and we reached the stage where it costs too much and it takes too long.
Yeah.
And you look at and then you say Sonic, the guy says, hey, we're gonna now finish it. It's irreversible in less than a second. So I think we see FTM, Sonic, these will go on to overtake the Ethereums.
Yeah, I could totally see that happening. Hopefully we see it happening sooner rather than later, just for my own personal benefit. But I think we have the fuel there, Andy. I think we got the fuel there and it's starting to pick up. Another chart I want to show here, even though, I'm not the chart genius, I do have something kind of interesting here, which is the, Bitcoin dominance, very classic chart to pull up. So while Bitcoin has been skyrocketing, the key thing here is the dominance has been falling a little bit, which, similar to your point. Yeah, it's signaling that alts are gaining ground objectively, which is we are in alts, dude. if you're over here watching this show, you're in alts. So you should be pretty happy. This is a really nice trend to see happening because the whole market is growing. Now, finally, let's pull up our chart here. Let's pull up our Homer chart here. The Fantom USDT chart. Now, if you're a filthy leverage degen like me, this makes you smile so big, dude. Because you were betting on the election and it's just been straight up, baby. But yeah, this is great news for us leading up, especially into Sonic here, right? The Fantom presale seems to be doing, the Sonic presale seems to be doing pretty well. What do you think, Andy?
Oh, it should. See, it's got a future. As in, the main thing that runs it, it's the community driven, and we've been here, and we're still here. We're rooting for Fantom, and we know Sonic is going through the roof. So yeah.
And especially, if Trump really removes all income taxes, like he said, dude, this will just be, goddamn, dude, we're gonna be hitting the golden era, baby.
Now, see, maybe he may give you a tax holiday or something, but eventually he's gonna say income is income. But come on, how is he gonna know if you really have it in the first place?
Yeah, that's true. I'm kind of worried about that, dude. I'm kind of worried about it. What if this bull market just hits me with a big fat tax bill, Andy? I'll hate that, dude. I don't know how I'll be able to survive.
You could move and stay in Dubai. You could move to the Emirates.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that. I just want to get hit with that big exit tax. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, he gets rid of that thing too.
You get taxed on worldwide income, no matter where you live.
Yeah. There's a lot of benefits being an American citizen, but there is just this inescapable element where you are still just a serf to the American government, no matter where you are. You got to run it back to them anywhere you are in the world.
Says the man who proudly displays the American flag in the background.
Look, I love my country. Hate the government, though. That's the most American thing you can do. But yeah, I think, I think it's quite bullish all around the world, dude. I think I got hope, dude. I got hope. I feel like Obama's president, dude. I got hope for change now. You know what I'm saying? Kidding, just like the slogan. But
now America will really be great again.
Yeah, finally, dude. It'll be the greatest America ever as long as I'm richer than ever. For me, anyway. Moving on, let's talk a little bit about Sonic specific stuff here. This was a little drama I wanted to talk about earlier in the week. Maybe you have some insight on this, Andy. I don't know how much you interact with centralized exchanges and the like, but there was a little back and forth here regarding asset listings on Coinbase. So Brian Armstrong says they're free. You just drop them a note and they'll see about integrating you, right?
Yeah.
Andre Crony says Binance was free, but Coinbase asked for 300 million, 50 million, 30 million, and then 60 million. He's saying it's not true. And then this guy, Luke Youngblood ETH. Go ahead, Andy.
I believe in Andre.
You believe Andre? I believe Andre too. I think it might not be directly charging for like the listing per se, but it may be a little bit more,
Exactly.
We got all around fees associated. Yeah, but it's getting kind of heated. It's kind of interesting. You never really see two big personalities like this kind of go tit for tat, like essentially calling each other liars on the timeline. It's pulling the curtain a little bit back. It does explain why there is no Fantom on Coinbase, which has always been a pain point for me, especially when I first started out in DeFi. Now, the necessity of this going forward is going to be much less, considering the innovations that are coming with Sonic. But I'm interested in what you think, Andy. You think a Coinbase listing? You think it's worth it? You think it's worth it to pay any of these prices? You think it's worth $30 million to get listed on Coinbase at this point?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. You're on a Coinbase or you're on Gecko. You're on a Gecko terminal. As in, what is the difference really? As in, if you're interested in something, you're going to find out where it is. Yeah. How does the Coinbase listing help? Yeah, Coinbase listing. If we get haha on Coinbase, what is it going to help? It's the only way it helps is we're up 20% today. We're right up there on Coinbase. It says haha is up 20%, the top winner of the day. But honestly, how long will that last?
Yeah,
it's just a place to list, and you trade on Coinbase. You've got customers. Again, you have the same trouble. These are people who have to come in KYC verified. I think it's more fun when you have our regular DEXs. I love DEXs. The whole point of The whole point of crypto is you are not supposed to have to do KYC.
Mm-hmm.
As in,
It's in the
honestly,
name.
now, yeah. I got an email earlier today where there's an exchange called Bit Oasis that's very popular in the Emirates,
Mm-hmm.
and they now, as a centralized exchange, they have said that they will have they've got a window of up to 3 days in which they will share the data. They will share the data, the sender and the recipient,
Mm-hmm.
and they will decide what they want to do with the information. As in, like, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, that is real ridiculous. You know, I mean, I don't know too much about banking law, but I feel like that there isn't. I guess it depends on the circumstances where when they're willing to share your data. Like obviously, the federal government, the governments have access to your banking data if they need it. I think they kind of need a subpoena. But in the Emirates, it seems like it'd be a much quicker process if they just want to access it. That window just being open is kind of wild, though.
Hey, the whole problem with KYC, the entire problem with KYC, and when you talk about banking, right now it's okay. We talk about banking. If you go back to probably places like India and Thailand, and Southeast Asia, do you know there's actually a premium on cryptocurrencies there? The premium is actually the probably the theft premium or the difficulty in converting your currency. But those places, when we talk about KYC, it's crazy. As in, the exchange refuse to send your coins, or they can limit how much you send. Centralized exchanges now. I'm actually Pattaya guy, as in if you look at haha at the bottom, it says it's a Pattaya guy. Now Pattaya guy, actually I'm Pattaya guy, and we've been in business.
You're the Pattaya guy. Pattaya, Thailand, right?
Yeah. So as in, if you look at us back in local Bitcoins, we've done more than like about $10 million worth of trading. And we're still on Paxful, as in we are one of the few guys who you can actually trade with and, who will give you funds. Now, the problem is these days when somebody sends money into your account, you send them your crypto, and somebody sends money into your account, there's a very good chance that 3 days later, the bank says, hey, that money is fraudulent. That money is fraudulent.
Oh.
So when you move from crypto into fiat, and when you move from fiat into crypto, moving from fiat into crypto is very easy. But moving from when you get fiat, you don't even know if the money is somebody can tomorrow come and claim that it's not yours. Somebody filched it.
That's brutal. So it opens like the door for that classic check fraud, just using crypto very easily, where I send you money and then say like, no, it's not actually yours. That's crazy. Yes. I didn't know that was happening over there, dude, in Southeast Asia. That's wild. So the KYC is that much worse over there?
It's terrible. It's terrible. What we need is DEXs. The future is DEX. Because the beauty of the DEX is that it's small transactions, loads and loads of them. As in when you talk about you for about like I don't know, you get about like for one FTM you probably get like 20,000 today. That's like a lot. So you put in $500 and you say, hey, I got millions in the bank. But how long is it going to take you to get $1 million in your account? It's like never. The DEX gives you happiness, satisfaction. You put in a couple of dollars and you get $1 million. And then you sell it and then, it goes for a couple of dollars more. It's clean. It's nice.
Yeah, I do agree that the DEX experience is quite nice. It still has some kinks to work out, I think, in terms of, liquidity, especially for those high value transactions is through, more niche assets. But I think we made a lot of progress in the last, 3-4 years since I got into crypto, where things are a lot easier, a lot smoother, a lot more professional. But the KYC thing, I think, is always going to be with us in one way or another, Andy. I don't know if we'll ever be able to get rid of that, just because of the one clear thing that seems to me that governments around the world are kind of united on is truly anonymous financial transactions. They're not cool with how they approach Tornado Cash. I don't know if we're ever going to get that.
Yeah, the governments are clamping down on everything. As in, liberty is just It's just a misnomer now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, the prize is just too great, right? If I can control financial rails, I can control a lot of things, and we've known that for a good long time. So I don't know, Andy. Do you feel, since you've been in crypto for a good while, do you feel like that whole you know, cyberpunk aesthetic of crypto is dead? Like, it seems to me that a lot of people don't really care about that anymore. Really, like true anonymity. I'm controlling everything with all my programs and code and shit. They kind of just want up only. That's all they want.
Yeah,
By any means necessary.
Yeah, that's the problem. So all these exchanges, they, instead of actually saying no, we will not, we don't want to agree with the governments. They're agreeing with all the governments everywhere. So, just so that they can continue to stay in business. So that so it'll probably work only, and that is a hole that probably a DEX can fill in. Actually, we were working with Hero on setting up something along those lines. Maybe we'll come up with it one of these days.
Okay.
Something anonymous. You come and you change whatever it is that because the whole point of having crypto is when you send it, There is no comeback. As in, you have so many stories of people who've lost access to their wallets, and people who've I don't know, you lose your money talking to somebody in the internet, but that happens to anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah, the scamming will never end. There is kind of there is some kind of niceness to, though. Like, I've had like my credit card number leaked or whatever before. I'm sure this happened to a lot of people. But when you call your bank, they'll just immediately be like, "Oh, okay, we'll just wipe that shit. Don't worry about it, dude." Yeah, there's no way you were in New York. You weren't in New York buying that shit. We'll just give you the money back. But crypto, that's not possible yet. And it will never be possible if we don't want to end up with KYC or whatever. Maybe on like a KYC chain, But I think we'll just have a market of diversified types, right? We'll have the purely decentralized guys, Andy. Then we're going to have the super centralized guys. Hopefully, we can coexist peacefully. Maybe in
2020. In 2020, when Bitcoin went to 20,000 for the first time, I sold my Bitcoin and went into, just for privacy, I went into Monero. I paid about $468 a Monero then, and I finally sold at about 150.
Oh my God, dude.
And Monero was actually, that's like the true cryptocurrency. But it doesn't have a future. It doesn't have a future because there is people aren't using it, and the most important thing is use. As long as people are using it, when you talk about volumes, when you talk about transactions, the problem is there has to be final end case use for the currency that you have. As in, it has to be more than just you can use Fantom to buy haha. There has to be more. I should be able to walk into the shop and pay using Fantom. I want to go down and buy a gallon of milk. And I say, here, do you accept Fantom? No. Okay, what will you accept? Okay. He says, okay, I only like Solano. I say, okay, I don't like Solano. I go to the next shop and I buy this. It's just that simple because, okay, it's not that I don't like Solano. I love Solano. I love everybody. If there are any Solano guys who are watching this, don't feel bad. But, I just feel Fantom is underappreciated.
Yeah, I agree. But I think with, the Sonic upgrade, if with how fast the bridging will be through the gateway and just the speed of the network in general, I think it can enable some sort of payment systems that would be quite interesting. Like, say if you only want Solana or whatever, the store only takes Solana, we could just do all the swaps on the back end and give them Solana out of your Fantom balance, right? It's possible.
Yeah, that's always possible. But
and then we get some fees along the way.
Talk to each other, you got to go to the centralized exchange.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see.
In the Solana.
We'll see. Maybe the Fantom Bank will replace it. Remember that? I've heard rumors about that thing. I haven't heard about it since.
That's a problem. The Fantom Bank is Fantom.
Yeah, very true. Well, Andy, it's been great having you on, but I kind of want to start wrapping this up here. We're getting close to 10 a.m. Well, 10 a.m. my time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. But
Of course.
I really want to thank you for coming on. I want to remind everyone, check out Haha. It's a community token. You can farm some meme tokens on that bad boy. Let me throw it back up on the screen here. There we go. Haha. I'm liking the vibe. Very crazy, psychotic. I've seen you guys on Twitter around. I'm sure everyone has. You guys have been very active, pretty active community. And yeah, so anything you want people to take, anything specific you want people to do, join the Telegram, Discord, anything like that? What's the highest value thing they can do for Haha right now?
I would love it to go to $5.55.
Okay, yeah, let's send this bad boy to $5.55.
As we say in Thailand, but yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's a community token. As in, if you think the value should go to $5, it'll go to $5. If the community says, no, this is crap, it goes on to 0, then it goes to 0. But that's the whole point. It's a community. The community votes on its feet. And I believe that everybody should get a Haha. If you love somebody, send them a Haha today,
Dude, I like that, dude. A little bit of a familial vibe, you know what I mean? It's all about love, baby. Let's stop sending these hate tokens. Let's send some love tokens up.
Give somebody a Haha, it's just a Haha. And that's lost, the humor is lost in our lives.
Yeah. So go ahead, Andy. I didn't want to cut you off, but yeah, let's send some ha-has. Let's get some ha-has in our life. And I want to thank you all for watching, tuning in, sharing, commenting. A little impromptu, short notice stream, but I had quite a bit of fun. We had to talk a little bit about the election. We'll be back to our standard programming on Tuesday. I think Dracula's back. If not, again, it'll be just me, a Corval cast, just for you. And we'll see you then. Also, wait, real quick. I wanted to plug something. I almost forgot. Let me see. Where's it? Oh, we're going to be talking with this team here soon. So be ready. Okay. Fate Adventure, very anime thing going on here. But someone was in my DMs told me there's going to be something we got to be aware of. So guys, be ready. We're going to be talking about that probably next week or so. So anyway, thank you all again for showing up, and we'll talk to you again soon on GMSONIC.